This classic moment. Jaman looking straight at the sanan stands arrogantly recreating Ronaldo's famous con ma celebration as a way to tease all gamid star after helping Barcelona increase the score to 3-0. The 2007 treasure became the youngest player in history to score in the El Clasico, before rafinha completely killed Real Madrid and officially brought down the holy place. Too destructive, too cruel, and also did not bring humanity to teachers and students hashiFlick form. This morning seemed to want to turn Bernabeu into a training ground. Forget the flashy BMW trio when Billingham faded for 90 minutes. Mbappe was unlucky with the goal after Vinicius only liked turning El Clasico into a war of words. Barca are soaring to the top with their own magical trio. Lewandowski has broken the small player's cheek in the match, a big match with a double to dismember Real Madrid in a classic match considered to be the most different in the post-era. Support agent bucket of cold water straight down Bernabeu, a fatal blow for the project Galacticos 3.0 of Madrid. Chinlang excited for the young players. All those peak emotions will be in today's video. It's been a long time since people have really found this feeling. A feeling of walking, waiting, and counting every day for the Air Classic to air, looking at the billion-dollar stars of the two teams. How can they not be thrilled to be real? Welcoming Bar saw it the classic diamond formation of the Ancelotti, with Billingham playing as an attacking midfielder, right behind the striker, Mbappe and Vinicius in midfield. Kamaving was the one chosen for the classic stage, on the other side of the front line. Coach hashiFlick let Barca keep the same all 11 players. It was in the confrontation with Bayern Munich as a warning that they were ready to bring that form of destruction to Santiago Bernabeu. The dome was closed, the holy place lit up the palace. The white song of the White Sea Madridista filled the stadium, and that was how Real Madrid pushed the atmosphere to a climax from the first minutes. Killing Mbappe, the name of the focal point, immediately made the TV station coach had to scream hoarsely. The French striker escaped extremely quickly, received Kamaving's pass. In reality, facing the Ninja Turtles, decided to finish the near corner in style. The ball went close to the post among the regret. Full head hugs of camerista. The sound of watching the offside announcement of the referee immediately afterwards also made the Real Madrid fans even more disappointed. Mbappe called and lamin jam and also answered. The 17-year-old's monstrous left foot was once again shown with a delicate lofted pass to Lewandowski. Unfortunately, the Polish striker missed the shot in this situation. The game was fierce. The game was tit for tat, and there was no shortage of these collisions. This is the super classic that we knew last week. Barca destroyed Bayern with the highest defense in La Liga, and they continued to play this card against Real Madrid. After the first 20 minutes, the home players fell into the offside trap 5 times. Mbappe alone was a hat-trick of offside. Barca decided to play the knife right at Bernabeu, was ready to take risks. Kashua's defense was afraid of many times with the situations of breaking down of the Mbappe machine, but in the end, it was still the referee's whistle. In the 22nd minute, it was Vinicius's turn to speak up with a moment that fooled everyone, the new owner of the 2024 Golden Ball. According to many speculations, the Barca defense gave Island have all been overcome by speed and trickery. But in the final shot, when in front of the goal was an open goal, Vini sent the ball out in a very incomprehensible way. On the field, Barcelona's defense still stands very high to set up an offside trap on the field. Bernabeu, this way of playing by hashiFlick makes not only the players but also the neutral fans sweat profusely. Minute 30. The moment that Barca must pay the price has come. Still Mbappe, still the situation of breaking down to exploit the defense is high this time. Ninja Turtle finish is extremely accurately to break the net. Block Rana pushes the excitement of the sea of white shirts at Bell to the peak. But wait, people still see the cold arms of hashiFlick outside the patch line. Calmly, of course, after VAR intervenes in finance once again determined Real Madrid again offside. First half of the great Clasico battle ended with a score of 8-1 in favor of the White Vultures. But it was the score of the number of offsides in which Mbappe himself had fun with, up to 6 times being whistled. He and no one else was Barca's #1 prey with this risky play in Bell. Real wanted to push up the attacking formation. Barca then staying loyal to the high defense. Results fans continuously witnessed. The players of both teams competing to chip the ball from very far away. Lamin Jama tried his luck in a situation like that in the 52nd minute. But was caught. That was like a warning for the remaining 45 minutes of the second half. And then exactly 2 minutes later, the turning point happened. A glance to the left to trap the goalkeeper, and immediately finished with a shot to the right corner of the killer. can only be like that Robert Lewandowski put Barca head to the surprise of the for Santiago Bernabeu stands the whole first half. Real Madrid's field continuously created dangerous opportunities, but lacked the sensitivity to solve the situation is even more painful. After having been trapped offside by the visitors, 8 times this goal came from the situation Barca sent offside. Trapp successfully used poison to cure poison hashiFlick is really making Carlo confused what happened on the Bernabeu stadium, because just 2 minutes after the opening goal, Real's net Madrid shook again, Bato's cross drew a curve reaching 95 points, and Lewandowski's classy jump header has rounded to 10 points. People often say he is a small player in the matches bridge big, and he made a double in the Super Classic too fast, too dangerous. Barca took a 2-0 lead in the moment of the Santiago Bernabeu bridge. Bell, seemingly dead. Mbappe stood against the cold in the center circle of the billingham field. It was still dim throughout. Since the beginning of the match, every time the camera panned to the position of Vinicius, people only saw the 24-year-old's mouth chattering, despite Vinny's constant complaints to the referee. Barca showed that they did not want to stop. Casado, the 23-year-old, passed the pass brilliantly for Lewandowski to open. The score was withdrawn from the field. Danny Moo appeared to add another detonator to the attack before that. It was also necessary to mention hashiFlick's decision to put Frenkie de Jong on the field at the beginning of the second half. He withdrew ex-field Ferran Lopez some direct players to replace with a midfielder especially strong in ball control. The presence of Frenkie de Jong is the turning point that helps Barca control the game. Better than the first half, like a destructive machine has entered the gear, Barcelona begins to turn Bernabeu into disco dancing ground, where there are dances sublime and enchanting. Lamin Yaman, the artist that people expect the most on the away team's side, finally spoke from the perfect passive. Rafinha, Yaman controlled the ball and finished right with his right foot, hitting the roof of the net. Andre Lunin, the 17-year-old boy, leisurely ran to the corner. The stands celebrated arrogantly after the moment of collapsing. Santiago Bernabeu became the youngest player in history to score in El Clasico. Yaman with Bato dance. Playful like rubbing salt in pain, coach Carlo Ancelotti's students. That is, once destroyed. Do not give the opponent any chance, any one chance. 7 minutes after the goal went into the history of lamin jaman. Barca again made Real one more time pain. Pain, the remaining factor of the magical trio, scored. Rafinha, with a chip over Andre Lunin's head, continued to turn Vodka into a clown when he rushed to clear the ball but failed. 4-0-2. Destruction was too cruel on a day when Barca seemed to want to turn Santiago Bernabeu into a training ground. This bold and spontaneous confidence is representative of a very new Barcelona under the hands of hashiFlick. They used to struggle hard with the reign of Xavi, a giant, but became the subject of satire since when? Or have they been waiting for this day for a long time? The day they can beat their chests proudly. Right at the Bernabeu, Real closed the roof to show off, and the result? They locked themselves tight. This 0-4 defeat is more than a disaster, and that will be a fatal blow to Florentino Perez's ambition to dominate with Galacticos 3.0. There are things that cannot be described anymore, and that is the happiness of Barca players right now, because today is Barcelona's day.